Hey all you people, what's going on? In this frame swap video, we'll be driving a long way, spending way more money than I have, working with some good friends around the clock, doing a lot of troubleshooting, and finally ending up with one of the cleanest 4th Gen 4Runners in all of New England, just to get it dirty again. So sit back, grab a snack, and let's get nerdy. Before this video, I found myself asking the difficult question: how do you know when to give up on something you love? Is there a threshold that you reach? When it starts to become a burden to those around you? Or when your bank account is screaming for mercy? Others might not see the value that you do. After all, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Sometimes it's just too difficult to ever give up on something you love. So we found ourselves driving 34 hours and 2 days from northern Massachusetts to southern Missouri, where we bought one of the cleanest salvage 4Runner frames we could find within a weekend's drive. Come on, this is the world's largest mailbox.
We're in a mailbox.
Literally.
No way. No way.
Look at that. Is that, I guess that's the world's largest twirly barbershop thing. After searching, I found it nearly impossible to find a clean frame northeast of the Mississippi. In fact, this was one of the closest ones we could find within a weekend's drive with good photos. And here's the catch. The donor 4Runner was a V6 rear-wheel drive chassis, which is good because we knew it was from an area without snow. Bad because we didn't know exactly what we had to do to fit our V8 4-wheel drive powertrain in there. More on that just a little bit later. Alright, so I found the new tires for the 4Runner. I think they're 275s or 285s. I don't know. Alright, we're in the middle of Indiana. We've been driving for a little bit now. Haven't been gone 2 days yet, but we've been on the road about 2 days. Although frames are only a few hundred pounds, they are a bit bulky, so we had to get creative with how to inevitably take the frame off the trailer since we don't have an industrial forklift at home. And that was by safely bending with our backs and not our knees.
Wow.
Okay, that was the easy part. Now to frame swap it. All right, it is time to paint the new frame before it goes into the vehicle. So we have a 3-step process. There's a cleaner, then a metal prep, and then you put the POR 15 on here.
It's looking good.
It is. Yeah, it is. So we degreased the frame. It's looking pretty dang good. And now we're doing step 2 of the POR 15 process, the metal prep. And this is turning the rusty spots into zinc oxide. Zinc oxide. It's also making just like a paintable surface and slightly etching it so the top coating adheres. The frame's looking solid. Just let it dry. Now it should be ready for the paint. Nice frame. Getting every little nook and cranny in this, right, Samantha?
Yes, it's so fun.
Yeah, we're doing a couple of coats. Gonna wait till this first one is tacky and then do another one. And after a couple coats, the frame was looking solid.
Oh yeah.
But with these frames, it's important to note that they actually rust from the inside out. So after the swap is done, we'll be treating it with fluid film on the inside of the frame rails and all the spots that we couldn't paint. All right, it's been a few months. It's New Year's weekend. We're loading the frame back onto a U-Haul trailer, and we're gonna try and get this swap done this weekend. So here it goes, back on the trailer, 2 trips, then we'll try and drive the 4Runner up on there.
Yep.
That one going on, Sam?
It's been a couple months since we brought the frame home, but the time has finally come. The plan is to swap it in one weekend with a hard deadline, since we couldn't leave the body on a lift in a working garage. And with the pressure on, we unloaded the frame and then went back home for the rest of our junk.
Unbelievable. Listen to that exhaust leak. So nice. Matt? Oh my gosh, what's it leaking?
Hold on. You got fuel? Uh-oh, Tranny. Yeah. Get some cat litter on that. Yeah, just a light coating would be good. Get ready to put the brake on if it goes forward.
Come on.
The music of progress. Diesel. She's thirsty. She's thirsty. Neutral, e-brakes off. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, probably need some help. It's all you. Oh, whew. Nice. We have the frame on jack stands. We're gonna come back tomorrow, get started. See you tomorrow.
At this point, we have to disconnect everything that connects the body to the frame. So we're talking radiator, AC, transmission, power steering lines, ground cables, and a lot of little stuff.
All right, so far we've disconnected bulkhead connector,
Basically just separating everything from the engine that touches the frame and the body. So when we lift the body up, the engine is going to stay in the chassis together.
the chassis might just crumble when we start taking the weight off of it.
It could very well crumble. So if any of you are wondering how to take this connector off, you have to go inside under the glove box, take off that panel, right? And then...
Yeah, the panel under the glove box, and then there's a PCM or something, computer in there. And they make all the plugs different, so you don't have to even think.
You don't mess it up.
Dumb and still take it out.
So basically I might be able to do it. Overall, it's fairly easy to disconnect everything. The harder bits are the steering shaft as well as the AC lines because you technically need to drain the system first. It's time to go up on the lift and get a good look at what we're up against and how bad these frames can really get. All right, first time going up. Give it the old 1-2.
Oh, yeah.
It's good?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Just so you know the hackery that was involved with this, these are U-bolts to hold the sway bar attached to the frame.
They're grade 1.
Grade 1. Yeah, the welded bolts on the inside snapped off. Hack. A hack. Hack. And think about it, the farther you get from Earth's center, the less gravity has an effect on you. So we go all the way up.
But then it falls farther.
Yeah. So you guys, give me the analysis. How does the frame look?
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. Point out some of the good parts.
It needs a rattle can rebuild, I'll tell you that for free.
Oh yeah?
It's like a fine Swiss cheese. This trailing arm is my favorite, though.
This is your favorite part?
It's gonna be trailing in the fucking windshield of the car behind you pretty soon.
I promise we'll get to the process in just a second, but I wanted to point out how ridiculous it is that these 4Runners were never included in Toyota's frame lawsuit warranty thing. If this video isn't proof enough that they should have been included, then I don't know what would be. Shame on you, Toyota. Learn how to make your frames last longer.
Yeah.
Water gets trapped in between the layers and then never evaporates, so it just slowly rots it from the inside out. And then in the wintertime, you probably get the freezing. That freezing is going to expand it. It's going to contrast when it gets warmer. Mechanical weathering.
If this weren't on the pinch welds, I'd be kind of scared to be under this thing. You follow it all the way from here, where the first hole is, all the way down this, all the way up to here.
Danger to brake line bracket.
Hot trips.
Oh, that's not the right size at all.
Using a pair of bolt cutters, we're gonna cut the.
And those are metric bolt cutters.
Yeah.
Okay, so we heard just a little bit of crumbling noise from this section right here. I don't know why, the frame's perfectly fine. So we put the forklift in front of the suspension, so just in case anything happens, it'll drop on these forks here, and hopefully we won't die. That's the goal, anyway.
We're completely removing the leaky X-Rays oil vectoring suspension in favor of a more traditional style 3-inch lift. So all these lines are headed for the bin.
Shifter cable and e-brake cable need to get undone.
So the e-brake cables come through right here.
Yeah. And then the shift cable's right to the right of it. Or
What
left.
is this?
That's your shift cable. Maybe not.
Here's your shifty cable, automatic
Wow.
thingy. This is what makes you not have to go. "Meow."
Disconnecting the e-brake cable.
Just let everything fall on the floor because we're getting new stuff.
All right. The body mount is like, yeah, the frame's dropping or whatever, vice versa. That's so fun. Ah!
The truck is crumbling.
The truck is crumbling down and we're running out of minutes before this thing.
It's just gonna like crumble to the
Oh yeah. This is the last thing, then we're gonna try and separate it. Nice, this is exciting.
This is wicked heavy.
Oh, easy, easy. Oh, gee, Ethan, are you okay? Oh.
I don't understand how this got like this. It's like the rest of the truck is fine. Like all this is usually what goes because look how thin that is compared
Yeah.
Front and rear bumper came off.
Bleeding the brakes.
We're gonna have to reattach a harness to get the rear tailgate open because for some reason you can't use a key.
There's a lot of little nuances, but
Oh, we broke a brake line.
That's why they call it a brake.
Little did we know, things were about to get kinda hairy.
this is great. Take the negativity.
No, I'm not negative. It's not negativity. It's just neutraltivity.
So we're running into an issue where the arms on the lift are actually too long, so they're gonna be hitting the frame no matter what. We measured it, so we have to come up with an alternate solution here. Dangerous, but
Not dangerous.
desperate. Yeah, not that dangerous. Desperate times call for desperate measures. So hoping this holds. We're actually taking a chain, running it through like the upper radiator support, and we're gonna lift it up with the forklift in the front as we lift it with the lift arms in the rear. So we're gonna have to match the rate. And then once it clears the frame, then we can swing the front arms in the lift underneath the body.
As soon as all 4 lift arms are under it, we can take the forklift out.
Yeah. So this should be interesting. Just keep a keen eye.
Look at that.
It's not gonna. That's literally how I just had it, dude.
Open it up.
Yeah, you're hitting the bracket.
Go back. All right, go up. All right, up. Up. All right, that's good in my end.
All right, you put those on there. We're gonna take the wheels off so we can swing the arms under the body.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
This is the stupidest thing. Okay, yeah, the body mount bolts are spinning, so we're holding it with a 9mm on the bottom, and then using a ratcheting wrench, taking off the lock nut. A bit tedious, isn't it?
Oh, baby.
Oh yeah. Nice. Dude, I'm telling you, that induction heater, fucking mint.
I want those to be as spaced out as they can possibly be.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Perfect. Good. Let me go under as far as I can before I hit the. Keep going.
Yep.
That's
Alright, so
that's good.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for this too.
Fucking cold.
hold up. Frame's coming off.
Frame might shift a little.
That's okay. Got it on the wheels on the back.
That it?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to match you.
Yep.
How do we look with all the lines and stuff?
So far, so good.
Nothing's hanging on.
The truck's pretty level.
How's that chain on the front?
Chain's looking good. I
Can't get off the fucking machine.
don't like is the frame is just floating.
It is? Oh shit. So something's hanging on somewhere. Alright, well, get the jack stands right under the middle of that.
Yeah, I brought mine up. You want to bring your jack stand up?
We gotta find out what's pulling that frame on. It might just be the stud. Alright, I'll move some chain.
Boys, why is there a nut on here?
What? There's a nut on that stone. Where? The front one.
Woo!
There you go.
That's it.
And that's all.
Stop. Right there.
Enough room
Yep.
to get those gas lines?
Yep.
With the body mounts free, we can raise up the body bit by bit until we have access to the evap lines, fuel lines, and wires above the fuel tank.
I think this is fine.
Oh, that's the gas filler. What's
So
that?
I'm taking the charcoal box down.
Which one?
This one right
Electrical? Electrical?
here. Is that it?
Go look what's happening
That's
in
it,
the
dude.
front.
That's it.
No way.
Look at that, dude. We're gonna have to have it on the caster. We'll have it on the
Triangular.
caster so we can move the frame side to side like that.
Yeah. Good call, Matthew.
Me? It's Ethan.
You're the one that saw that off the ground.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, the wheel's not touching the ground. Why is that happening? And this is
And
free
now
floating here.
We're free floating. One of these clamps needs to come off,
This here,
and it's probably gonna come off the tank.
I can take it off here.
You can take it off right there.
This is amazing. This is really cool.
We need to get this bracket off for the e-brake cable. Shift cable comes up and out.
3 or 4 clips. These will just. You have to break these out of the frame.
What is it? The plug? Oh, Ethan, get me your little
that-
fork thing.
That.
That might just be better to get a pair of side cutters.
No, we're good.
Tie that in like a little knotty guy so it
I'll
doesn't.
tie it right now. Here you go.
Slinging slash.
If this thing dropped on us, we'd all be dead right now.
No.
Yeah.
Just get a nice bonk on the head from Len.
Bonk.
This, put the wheels on.
We're totally on the lift now.
Yeah, we're totally on the lift. Look at this. Cab's off the frame.
So now that we have a clear view of this thing, let's see what we're up against. The top didn't rot. Like, I mean, yeah, it's rotting and flaky, but like compared to the bottom, where all the sediment sat, the top is not bad. To reiterate, this is a rear wheel drive V6 frame, and this is a 4-wheel drive V8 frame. As far as I can tell, the only difference is the placement of the motor mounts and the cross member that braces the transmission. We're gonna have to come up with a plan on how to fit this into the new chassis. Dude, yeah.
Every section of this exhaust.
junk.
Yeah. Kind of hard to get out of here, but.
All right, what happened to motor mounts?
Motor mounts. Left ones came off great. Right one in the back came off, but the front one was not cooperating. So we gave her a little torching, caught a little fire, got it under control, and now we're moving on.
All right, so the plan is to pop out the axles, and then motor mounts are off, and then it's just the diff mount after that, right? And then, well, the steering rack.
Yeah. So we'll get all this front end stuff taken apart. We'll pick the engine, and then go from there.
Alright, you missed it. I'm not gonna go back up. Easy.
I'm trying. Easy, Ethan.
Don't tighten it so tight.
Ethan.
I'm not.
Alright.
That is.
Give it a kick.
Oh shit!
What?
Dude, go back up on the jack.
Yeah, no bueno.
No. This whole thing started like breaking off the frame, dude.
I want to see this reality.
No bueno, dude.
Where is that happening from?
It's pulling the bottom of the frame apart because there's a split right underneath this.
Yep. Just let it settle.
How about this? We don't and say we did.
So if we go like right under the bottom, like right under the frame, we're gonna be okay.
Then we might have to shimmy the jimmy around
Yeah.
these, but we'll make
Shimmy
it work.
the Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy the shimmy. What's wrong with Timmy?
Nothing's wrong with Timmy. I didn't say anything was wrong with Timmy.
All right, Jimmy.
You just call me Jimmy? Cover your crotch and your eyes. I think this is solid.
Yeah.
That's it? Oh, we're good.
Look at that. I can almost lift it up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
We're free. This engine's very happy to not be sitting in this dirty diaper. On the
I can
frame.
hear it. It's just like angels singing right now.
I'm gonna go up with this a little bit.
Wow.
Ooh, something's hanging up here. Oh, there's a ground.
Oh boy. Oh shit.
One ground right here is going to lift up the entire frame.
That was what was holding the frame together. That wire.
That one. The ratchet strap on the back allowed us to distribute the weight of the engine and tranny. That way we could pick it up as one piece.
Yeah. All right, we'll take that. You're gonna hit lines. You're gonna hit lines and cats. Cats
Okay.
are gonna hang us up.
Oh yeah, tranny lines right here.
Cats are gonna hang us up.
As you can see, we're using the Toyota special tool. Just slowly pry around, and they come right out. Looks like a manifold to me.
Dude, you didn't have to expose them like that.
Use the mini ductor for this.
Are you ready to go? This thing's cherry. Manifold?
Yeah, just from this one side though.
It's a woman. It's a woman-a-fold.
It's a woman. Comes out of the womb a full woman.
What gender is it?
This one's just a manifold.
At this point, we've been at it for a day and a half with minimal sleep, and things are starting to get a little weird as we realize how behind we are.
Did you just take a head off of that?
Yeah. Guess I'm greening out.
Rough country lift is going in.
You gotta loosen the...
I think we gotta loosen the lower control arm. What do you think, Samuel?
I think. So that'll let us get this in here, because we got a big old lifted truck now.
New upper control arms to correct for the camber. Nice, dude. And it has grease fittings.
Be able to grease them without taking these arms apart every 1,000 miles.
Nice.
Sick.
Let's explain to the audience what we're about to do with the motor mounts, because these are different on the frames.
We are gonna bolt these new mounts up to here, and then we are gonna come here to these mounts. We will cut them off of the old frame, slap them onto here, bolt it all up, and take everything over and use our trans mount as our centering point.
Judging by where the transmission mounts to this cross member here, and that'll give us a length.
Yep. I mean, cutting
Just
them
cut the frame.
Cutting them is gonna take 2 hours. So if you can do it with the torch, it's gonna take 20 minutes.
Just take a whole
yeah,
section out of the frame.
Yeah.
Because that frame is
it's junk anyway.
shit.
Easy with the words, okay? This frame's
Shit.
not that bad.
Shit fuck.
You like your fine Swiss cheese?
Okay, so this is obviously after the frame swap, and this is the old frame, but I wanted to show you this before you end up cutting the original V8 motor mounts, okay? Because this is important. This is where we didn't do what we should have. You really want to remove the front crash bar, take a measuring tape, and really measure to where the original V8 motor mounts are. Because you're gonna have to line up these on the new frame because they're gonna be farther back than the V6 mounts. Or if you're converting from V8 to V6 frame, you know, same thing. Just measure your motor mounts first. This is the one measurement you really need. And a little less important, but if you can, take a measurement up and down and get that precise as well. There is a little bit of a curve to the frame that you can follow when aligning the new motor mounts to your new frame. But the more measurements you have, the better. However, one measurement I can give you, back of that hole to the front of this hole, the transmission mount, 25 inches. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, let's go back to the frame swap. Sam got started on cutting off the perches where the V8 motor mounts sat on the old frame, since we're going to be reusing those, as they're a little difficult to source online.
That's what's in your frame there, bud.
Thankfully, these motor mount perches are still in good shape, with only a little bit of surface rust on them, totally usable still. You can buy these separately online if you do a little digging though.
Another boy. There's a bunch of holes that were behind that.
Probably for their alignment.
See right on that one too?
What do you...
Just holes that were behind.
Oh yeah, so they know where to place it.
Yeah.
So got a little bit of grinding.
Nice, dude. Looks good. Good job,
We
Sam.
don't have a grinding wheel, do we?
We do.
We need a grinding wheel, not a cutoff wheel.
What do you got?
Flapper disc?
Flapper disc might work, but it's pretty thick for a flapper disc.
Yeah.
They came up really well.
Yeah. If we tack them and try to get the engine, like, at least get that in there.
Yeah.
You know, and everything looks all right. It'll be good to weld it. If I can reach in there while the motor's in, I want to weld some of it.
Yeah.
I
I
was
was
keep
saying
it from
we should
warping.
We should at least tack them in 4 places.
Nice, dude.
If you're really worried about it, I can fill those in and grind them before we put it on, but it's not a big deal.
While Sam was working on the mounts, and while there was still room, I tried to treat some of the surface body rust with a wire wheel. And then I sprayed it down with fluid film to help prevent rust from spreading even further. And a quick time check as reality is starting to set in. It's just about midnight on New Year's Eve. We have to be out of the garage by 10 a.m. And we still haven't gotten the drivetrain into the new frame. So now we're starting to focus on making the 4Runner movable at the very least, so we can load it onto the trailer and tow it home if we run out of time. So we're removing the rear end and loading the old scrap frame back onto the trailer.
Set her down. Stop. Oh, good call. All right, you're good. 6.
So we're talking the 4 of us in the back here, Sam, picking this up, and then you guys roll that axle right here underneath. Just pivot it like that. I'm gonna get tetanus. Tetanus for the new year.
gosh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Nothing like relaxing on New Year's Eve, surrounded by your loved ones and a nice bottle of champagne.
What the hell?
It's a little difficult to get everything lined up and ready to bolt in.
Alright. Rolling chassis. Any different kind of rolling?
The first one's right here.
Okay, so it's gotta come back.
To the right.
Oh, let's just go down with. You gotta fire that compressor up.
Okay. Yeah.
Supposed to put that pin in with all the pressure.
Is it up?
Yeah, it's up. So you
pretty much tried to put it where I thought it.
This has to come forward, my side down, so this one probably has to turn.
I'm pretty sure. No, that's way off the way.
This thing is about to hit right here.
Okay.
Go back a little.
Ooh, yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah, dude.
No sleep gang.
Get straight. Perfect. Keep going. That's good. See that?
Toyota.
All right, guys. You're doing a good job here.
All right. Forklift is on. We are going up with the forklift, then we got to go out with this arm in front.
I'm free on my side.
Did I really just pick that off? Hey, pick it up just a little bit. Thank you.
How's the truck sitting that level?
Truck sitting pretty level.
Hey, we gotta watch out for these calipers when you come down.
Yeah, okay, ladies, I'm gonna need your help in the rear. That sounds funny.
Yes.
All right, going down.
Good.
Stop. Pause.
Hold on.
Pause.
Hold on.
Sorry. There you're good. I think we're all pretty much lined up here.
Check these calipers,
Remember,
make
we
sure
can
they're good. We're going down, we're done.
All right, let's just go down as fast and hard as we can. Just pull. Boom. Send it.
We're done.
Oh yeah, boys!
C-clamp, C-clamp, C-clamp. Fuck that.
Oh my gosh, DJ!
Rolling? Yeah. Are you rolling on purpose?
No, that's the truck.
Stop.
In here, we technically have a frame swapped 4Runner without brakes, powertrain, or any way to steer.
Get the steering shaft in.
Did you just try to see what it looks like? We just have someone crouch down inside there and put a pair of vice grips around it and go when we go off the trailer with it.
Left, right,
Left, right.
Hey, even if we don't bolt it, this is a roller that can go in the parking lot. Technically, you can pull this out and start cleaning.
It's as if someone out there knew we had a rolling vehicle, and they signaled to us with fireworks that we should at least be proud of how far we've come in 2 days. At least that's what I like to believe.
I'm pushing my tire along. Are we gonna clear that lagoon on the left?
No. No?
There it is.
Oh, geez, how did you do that? Just give it a pull. Oh, it's that easy?
Yeah, just
It just has to be moving.
It just has to be moving. You can't do it now.
Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, yep.
Keep her chill there, boys. Hey, ladies. Push
I'll
on the
put my
tire.
foot right in front of this fucking thing. I don't think it would even hurt.
I got steel toes on.
We'll be able to stop this with 3 of us. We're fine.
Coming at you.
Yep.
Oh shit, we forgot the air freshener. Go back in. Put it on the left.
This whole thing just shifted on all the body mounts.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going.
Paranoid.
They're all tight, aren't they? Yeah, except for the front one, but yeah.
Keep going.
And we're back after 3 hours of sleep.
Now, the plan is to tow the old frame back to the house. Then we're gonna cut it up and then, I don't even know if we can sell this for scrap.
They're not gonna want it. No, they're not.
We take metal.
This is not metal. We take metal, not rust.
The little cherry on top was that someone hit our trailer. Thankfully, the 4Runner wasn't on it at the time. It was just the old frame. Here's a little reminder for everyone to get rental insurance if they get a U-Haul or any sort of rental for that matter, because you don't want to be in charge of paying to repair for your rental.
Driving down the road in the left lane.
We were.
Yep. Went through a green light.
She took a right on red, crossed 3 lanes of traffic.
Yeah, she almost didn't go. She was like...
This is why we get dash cams, which we don't have. I gotta get one of
That might not have
those.
really helped us, but maybe it would.
It definitely would have helped
I
us.
swerved. I didn't even really swerve. I kind of just... Tire got a little sliced, but
I hope that's okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right, because we have to tow the 4Runner with this.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
11 p.m. back at the shop, we managed to pull the 4Runner back onto the wounded trailer. And an hour and a half later, with some team effort, we managed to push it off the trailer with no brakes.
Oh yeah. Nice, guys. And the front wheels? The hardest thing I got. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect.
And thanks to the disconnected engine harness and poor planning, we can't roll the windows back up. So it looks like the 4Runner's spending a few weeks in hibernation. An unspecified amount of time later, we're at the shop. This time, just with the powertrain.
What are we doing here?
Exhaust studs.
Before the swap, we had a pretty bad exhaust manifold leak. And since these manifolds are prone to cracking, especially models with the secondary air injection, we decided to not use OEM manifolds, but rather go with the reputable Doug Thorley long tube headers. Since this 4Runner is over 15 years old now, it doesn't have to pass emissions in Massachusetts, and these headers are known to increase fuel economy and power by a pretty significant margin. Plus, they're gonna sound great. It was also a good time to start cleaning up and prepping the motor mount perches to be welded into the new frame. The goal is to get them nice and flush. Another undisclosed amount of time later, and we're back on a lift. The goal for this weekend? To finish, I guess.
Gotta love those safety straps right there holding this on. Got this lined up here, and we're gonna tack weld these brackets here for the motor mounts.
There's some rust.
Once Sam finishes tacking the mount perches, it's time to give both the guys a quick safety briefing about working under an engine.
Engine's going back up now. Oh. Okay.
Is that high enough? You could probably just back them and take right
Go
off.
a little higher. I wouldn't back it up because it's already where it needs to be. So just go up higher. Can you work like that?
Yeah, if it doesn't bonk me on my head.
Yeah. So just I'd say just go up a little higher. So that way we can just drop it right back down where it was.
Okay.
I know you look a little concerned, but
I'm not a diesel guy. Working under that is the biggest no-no I've ever heard.
really?
Yeah. You don't
It's
work under
fine.
If it falls, it's gonna give me a bonk bonk.
Just a bump.
And
It's only like 850
That might be
pounds.
like a good night bonk.
It's like forever, a good night forever
now
bump.
Yeah.
Glenn what he thinks.
It's not going anywhere. Where could it go?
Matt does have a point. It'll make it a lot easier to just drop that.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
I'm gonna just go a little bit on the side. There, baby, move it around. Keep it from getting too hot.
Very safe. It's fine. Right up under there.
Right there. Pop yourself a squat.
Wow. That actually welded like almost the best out of all of it.
Really?
Overhead. Not really the best, but better than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, nice, dude. That looks good.
It's not terrible.
All right, they look pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess
Spit on it.
Yeah, spit on it a little bit.
And we're finally cutting the transmission crossmember to move it back a few inches. We wouldn't have to do this if it was a V8 frame to begin with.
Number
So what we did here, we remounted this cross member to the transmission mount to get these in the correct position. All right.
We're all welded up.
Nice.
We're gonna throw some paint on it while it's hot, so it's a nice powder coat finish.
Nice.
Okay.
We need oil, we need coolant, we need transmission fluid. We have to hook that up to the radiator. We have a new radiator. We have a new AC condenser. We have a lot left. We have
She's not running.
No, she's not running today. Up to my perch.
Look at this baby.
What if I fell and I died?
Green cola. Sweet. Oh, you got a fucking nice tip.
It's just a walker. It's gonna rock
Back
up
in
here.
band.
Big old boy.
Big old muff. You got a big muff.
So this is how you get to everything in here, all the storage. Yeah.
Hey, do you want to just leave this for later? I think that's socket.
Oh well. Fine, fine.
Not bad. Do you want me to scrape the stickers off, or you want to just let them burn? Probably scrape them off because Samantha will be driving down the road. It's on fire!
Fire.
This is our chrome exhaust tip.
You gotta get the content.
Watch your head.
So he's trying to get the last body mount off of the body, and I'm mounting the rest of the mounts to the frame. We're bodying and mounting. It's been a long 2 days.
You better drink some wah.
I haven't done that today. What
Here.
time is it?
Oh my gosh, have some wah. It's freshly poured.
That's good.
Oh, that's the fuel tank.
At this point, you might be saying, wow, that drive shaft looks like it's at a pretty extreme angle. And you'd be correct, it's definitely a little extreme. But I'll be going over that in a more comprehensive 4Runner lift kit video, where we address the little things that come up with a lift and larger tires.
Pretty close to where it should be.
LFH.
Everything's gonna get the job done
Little
here.
fucking hammer.
This is a monumental moment. We're lowering the body onto the chassis for good this time. It's a little difficult, but we got all the polyurethane body mounts lined up. So just slowly and little by little, we lower the body back down. The body mounts do move around a little bit, so there's some wiggle room, and it's not exactly like threading a needle, but man, it felt good to finally tighten down those body mounts for the last time.
Go for it.
Dude, your ears are bleeding. Ow! Okay, so a little update. We're just working on connecting things right now, and just filled the power steering reservoir, bled the system a little. Yeah, we gotta do the rear shocks. I just reran all the power steering lines, and
Looking good.
radiators in. You will need an O2 sensor extension for the driver's side upstream O2 sensor with the Doug Thorley long tubes.
We're gonna definitely want to check these out when we get this thing going, because I don't want Samantha to fucking
Die.
crash.
Yeah.
Die.
Hey Sam, someone told me that you really like flaring brakes underneath the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Is
Well,
that
whoever
true?
told you that is a dumbass.
Some important information for y'all. When you're bleeding the rear brakes, you need to have the key in the on position, obviously with the battery on, because there's like a little pump in the master cylinder. I don't know why it does that, but just so you know, if you're trying to bleed your rear brakes and nothing's happening, yeah, key on, and just hold your foot to the floor.
Couple Hail Marys.
A couple Hail Marys, and make sure you have plenty of fluid in your master, because it just starts shooting it out the rear. If you were to do this frame swap, I think the easiest thing to do would be to disconnect the brake lines.
And it doesn't matter, they're all the same. Whatever looks the least rotted.
Yeah.
You know.
And then underneath here, there's a sort of T, that. And if you disconnect it from one side, then, well, there you go.
Yeah, so if you're gonna ditch the shit frame, then I would say just cut the lines off right here, and that's what we did. And we came with the new one right there.
Yeah, yeah.
But I had to heat everything up on this. Every part of the brake system, so...
Yeah. But once you did heat it, it came up pretty well.
Yeah.
Taking care of the e-brake cable later.
Shifter cable, that was easy.
The shifter cable is...
Right there.
Is in.
Yep.
We're gonna torque all the suspension down after we get this. Well, so the back's already at ride height right now because we have the jack stands under the axle. But the front, we're gonna have to jack up the control arms in order to torque everything down at ride height. We're about to put in the axles with the high clearance boots. I can get a big dead blow. We can bonk it in. Sometimes that's what it takes.
Yeah, I don't...
Wow.
Hello. Guess what? Hey, guess what?
What?
We're about to start this. Getting real close. I'm nervous. I'm just scared that there's gonna be an exhaust leak from the headers, and what else?
Everything else.
Yeah, everything else.
I need four-wheel drive for this thing.
Sick.
I just installed the freaking Hewitt Technologies. What's this called? Secondary air pump deactivator thing. And it's a little module that hijacks your mass airflow sensor. And it connects to your starter relay, and I don't know what it actually does, but it makes it so the pumps don't run on startup. And that's good, because we have them blocked off and they probably explode.
Nice.
Yep.
Love that.
There's so many things that could go wrong when we start this. This is so exciting. This is so exciting.
Yeah, fucking...
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
You put the welder away. You know what that means? We're gonna need the welder.
Oh my gosh, my heart is pounding.
Ready, guys?
Just give it a bump first. Even the fan clutch is already rolling.
Oh.
It runs so smooth already. You guys! Dude!
What does that mean?
Oh, little, what was that? Look at that, you're burning in the ceramic coating on the header.
Is that what it's doing?
Yeah. Plus we got our greasy sausage holders all over them.
Go listen to the exhaust. It sounds good. Sounds really good.
Is this good to be breathing in?
Don't worry about it. You only live once.
We'll find out.
Stop!
Yes! It sounds good. That sounds fucking awesome. Got a growl? It doesn't smell that bad. Burbling out of the radiator.
Yeah, we might be able to put the cap on it. We'll let it
Burble for a little more. Let's do the power steering side to side. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's opening the relief valve up.
Wow. Look at this. Ready?
Hang on, let me do that.
I just assume they know what they're doing.
Same. Alright, here we go.
Oh man.
She's on her 4 legs.
Look at that, the tires.
First time it's gonna move on its own with a new frame.
Oh man. You ready to drive it?
We're ready. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. She's insured, not registered. So we're gonna be freaking accordioning
Yeah. Yes.
on the road. Fingers crossed, we get home safe. Oh boy, here we go. This is wild. Oh, the brakes are scraping.
We made it!
It was finally time to say goodbye and good riddance to our frame-shaped pile of rust. So my neighbor and I cut it up into bite-sized pieces to take to the junkyard. There's still a few kinks to be worked out with modifications, and I'll be addressing that in future videos. But after about 7 months of hard work from some fantastic friends, we can finally enjoy the 4Runner for what it was meant to do.
That's a deep little rut right there.
Oh!
Looking back, it was totally worth it.